Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple months since I last uploaded here on YouTube, about 4 or 5 months, and I really just want to say I'm really sorry that I ghosted you guys. I kind of didn't upload as much as I wanted to. I didn't engage with you guys as much as I wanted to, and all around I'm just really sorry. But I'm back and I'm here, and I will explain in the video why I did what I did, everything that's been happening, and just like a whole over life update. And I'm going to keep this intro pretty short, but basically we're just going to be doing a chit chat. Get ready with me. We're going to slap on some makeup and we're just going to be talking about everything that's been happening. So before we hop into the video, be sure to subscribe below. It's free. We like our free things. And be sure to comment about what video you guys want to see next from me. And without any further ado, let's just hop right into the video. Okay, so we're back. I zoomed you guys in a little bit more. I did my brows off camera to save some time, and then I realized that I was not recording, so I already started to do my eyes, but we're recording now, so we're good. So I guess we can start back in February, which is when I last uploaded on YouTube. And for those of you that don't know, I am going into my junior year of college. And for a little while, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, I guess. But I was kind of just going through a quarter life crisis. I suppose that's what you can call it, because my midlife crisis would be 50, and I'm not 50, I'm only 20. So I was just kind of going through like a little quarter life crisis. And for a little bit, I guess I was just having a really hard time deciding what I really wanted to be and what I really wanted to do with my entire life. So I am an education major, for those of you that do not know, and being in education is pretty bittersweet. I enjoy it. I've always wanted to be a teacher, and I feel like as an educator, you're able to have the ability to impact a student's life and be the change in their life. And I feel like that's one of the best things about being a teacher. So that's why I chose to choose this career path. For the longest time, I wanted to be a nurse, actually. And I went away to college for a year, and then I ended up moving back home. But while I was away, I was a nursing major for a semester, and I enjoyed it, except my high school didn't really offer anatomy, and obviously anatomy is one of the first classes you are required to take as a nursing major because you need to know about the human body. So I kind of just went head first into college, not really knowing a lot about anatomy, and I didn't do really well in the class. It was really hard for me, and overall, I'm just not really into science. It was just something I always struggled with in high school. It was something it was just something I was never really good at. So I ended up switching my major into education in my spring semester of my first year of college. And I enjoyed it. I got to shadow into a daycare, and I really enjoyed being around younger kids. And I feel that being in education is very eye-opening. You get to see all different kinds of kids, where they come from, their home life, and just seeing what kind of people are out there, I guess. So it was really eye-opening for me, and I felt like I was enjoying it. So I ended up moving back home, and I lived at home, and I've been saving a crap ton of money, which those of you who are away at college, I am proud of you. You're doing great. But being away was not for me. And that's okay. So I moved back home, and let's fast forward to February. So I was kind of just going through a little crisis, didn't know what I wanted to do, like I mentioned before. And I was an early childhood education major for about a year and a half. And I really enjoyed it. I wanted to be a younger teacher, like teaching young kids, I guess. That kind of sounded weird. I wanted to teach younger children. And I think it's kind of hard sometimes to be an early childhood education major, because when you teach like kindergarten and first grade, they don't really know how to tie their shoes. They don't know how to, you're just kind of like mom, I guess. But yet you're doing a job that's so rewarding. when I was in my fall semester, I had the opportunity to tutor at a local school near me, and I did it, and it was very eye-opening, like I mentioned before, when I was in the daycare. And like I said, you get to see all types of kids, where they come from, their home life, and just seeing how they are acting in a school environment. So I still really enjoyed being into like a school environment and getting hands-on experience, because if I'm going to be doing this for my whole life, I need to see what it's going to be like. So I took this one test that my university is required to take. All education majors, whether you're in early childhood or middle childhood education, you are required to take this one test. And basically this test determines if you can get into like all your education classes that teachers are required to take. And so I took this test around Christmas break, so like December or January, and I didn't really do too well on it, and I didn't get my scores high enough that I really needed. But they have like certain deadlines that you have to apply for a program with your scores so you can get into the program, I guess. That's the best way and easiest way to explain it. And so it was just really hard for me, and I cried, and I just cried because I felt so upset, and it was hard because all I wanted to do was just be a teacher. I want to graduate on time, but sometimes life just doesn't go as planned, and you just gotta roll with it. And after high school, I feel like everybody's on their own page. Everybody's kind of graduating at their own pace. Everybody's doing life at their own pace. And that's okay, I've realized that. So I'm just kind of at this point just rolling with it. So I was talking to my advisor at school, and she possibly recommended that I switch my major into possibly teaching high school students. Now, teaching high school was never something I ever really wanted to do, because I remember how I was in high school. I really didn't want to do anything, but I just wanted to graduate. And as a senior, I just felt like I was losing motivation. I wasn't really motivated to do anything. I'm just like, is it graduation yet? And I'm sure if you're a senior in high school, and any of my friends who are watching this can wholeheartedly relate. So it's been pretty hard, I guess. So my advisor recommended that I teach a high school subject that I am pretty good at. So I seen that I am better in the English reading and writing side rather than math and science. Now that's just me. My brother's really good at math and science, but I personally am not really good at that. It's just something that I was really never good at my whole life. But I was always better at the reading, writing, and all that stuff. So I decided to just go into English, and now I am an English major going to teach high school. But hopefully I can get my bachelor's in English in May of 2021 or fall of 2021. Like I mentioned, everybody's on their own page. They're just rolling with life at their own pace. And that's completely okay. I've definitely realized that now. But once I graduate with my bachelor's in English, I am going to have to go to grad school to get a master's to teach secondary education, because most teachers, well, I'm pretty sure almost all teachers are required to get a master's degree within 10 years of getting a job as a teacher. So I honestly just figured stay in school 6 years total and get that master's, and then don't worry about going back. You know, that's just my type of motivation, because like I mentioned in high school, I was really never motivated. I didn't really want to do anything, and it was just really not my deal. So I figured stay in school 6 years total, get that degree, and then don't go back, because once you're out of school, I feel like it's very, very hard to go back. So yeah, I think I'm just going to stay in school for like 6 years and just get my master's and then be done and then get a job as an English teacher. So cross those fingers, because I hope it all works out and just kind of goes all smoothly. Coffee break. Okay, so that was my school crisis. Now, back in February, I'd say, I think it was around February, that was when I last uploaded a video. Around February, I lost my grandmother. She lives down in Florida, and this is my mom's mom. So my mom didn't do too well, and I think that's kind of a partial reason why I stopped YouTube. I felt like YouTube was taking up a lot of my time, and trying to cope with the loss of my grandmother was really hard for me. I kind of distanced myself from some people because I felt that if I explained to my friends and family what happened, I would just kind of get sad about it, and I didn't really want to talk about it a lot, I suppose. So I just didn't really choose to talk about it. I was sad. But my mom and I flew down to Florida for her funeral services around like the beginning of March. So we flew down there, and it was really nice to see a lot of my family that I haven't seen since like 2005, which was like 14 years ago. So it was really nice to see everybody. I actually met my one cousin that I never met before. So it was really, really nice to see family and just kind of catch up, I guess. And I felt that, of course, it was a very hard time because, as you guys know, when you lose someone, it's never really easy. And it just kind of was a hard moment for my mom. It was hard for me to be with her, and kind of, my mom didn't really open much about it, and she was kind of kept to herself, and I feel that I'm not really that type of person to comfort people. Not that I can't comfort people, it's just that when something happens, I'm just kind of like, there, it's gonna be okay. But when you see your mom cry, it's definitely a hard feeling to look at. So it was just really hard for my mom, but my mom's doing okay, and my grandma's just in a better place. And yeah, so that also happened, which is, I feel like, why I wanted to stop YouTube, because I needed to figure out how to cope with the loss of my grandmother, which was, like I said, really hard for some of us. And yeah. Another thing I want to talk about is my dad had to move because of his job. My dad works for General Motors, which GM, and they build cars. The plant that he worked at here ended up closing, and my dad did not have enough seniority to retire. So so he ended up moving his job. So now it is just kind of me and my mom at home. We are just chilling. But when my dad moved, it kind of took a hard toll on all of us. My dad's a really cool guy, and I don't know who all's watching this, but Dad, if you're watching this, I miss you a crap ton. And yeah. So my dad's just a really cool guy, and it was kind of hard when he left because my dad is kind of like the backbone to our family. He kind of holds us all up and does everything for us. Obviously, my mom's a great woman too, but moral of the story, Dad just kind of held us all up. And also, a side note, my dad really maintained our pool. He cut the grass. He kind of just did a little bit of everything, but my mom and I really aren't capable of cutting grass or maintaining the pool as much as he was. So I had to figure out how to maintain our pool. I have somebody who cuts our grass for us, and it's been pretty difficult, I guess. And it's a hard transition, and if you guys know what it's like when a family member moves or something, you guys probably understand. But it was definitely pretty hard on me and my mom, but my mom's doing okay, I'm doing okay. We're just kind of rolling with life at this time, and hopefully my dad can retire in a couple years because I freaking miss him a lot. But I talk to him every day. He's awesome, and he's loving his job down there, wherever he's at, and I just don't want to say it for the purposes of privacy. So he's doing okay, and he is just rolling with it. So yeah, guys, that's really all I really got with life and everything that's been happening. Basically, moral of the story, my dad moved his job. I lost my grandmother. School has been kind of a pain in the butt, but we are rolling with it, and we are alive. We are thriving. And it's kind of funny because I was actually watching The Bachelorette the other day. All my Bachelorette fans, I am Team Peter and Team Tyler, but they are both awesome. I love them. And what the heck is Luke Steele? Luke is a freaking piece of junk. Sorry. Anyways, so I was just kind of watching The Bachelorette the other day, and I was watching YouTube on a commercial break, and then I realized, wow, I really missed YouTube, and why did I ever stop? But, you know, things happen, and you just gotta take a break sometimes. So I think that's kind of what happened. I needed to figure out what I was really figuring out with my life in school, and with the loss of my grandmother and my dad moving, it's just a lot. So I hope you guys understand that. But I'm back. I'm trying to upload more videos for you guys. So let me know, like I said in the intro, let me know what you guys want to see from me, because I want to start getting back into YouTube and filming more for you guys. So yeah, that's really all I have. My iced coffee is like dripping. So what have you guys been up to? I know it's been a couple months since I was last here, but I'm sure you guys have some things going on. Tell me what's going on. I really missed you guys, honestly, and I'm really sorry that I just kind of disappeared and didn't really let anybody know. I know it's kind of weird because when I stopped YouTube, I have a friend who was like, Franny, whatever happened to YouTube? And I'm just like, girl, I feel like I have no time for it, and work has been crazy. My one manager is off for a couple months because she got surgery and she needs obviously time to get back in shape. And then I just have a coworker who just quit a couple days ago because she got hurt and she would have to get surgery, and then she has to go through therapy, and she just decided to quit. So work has been nuts, and I'm just trying to make time for YouTube and make time for friends and family. And my mom and I are going down to Florida in August to see some of her family that we saw in February for my grandma's funeral, and we just kind of want to get away from Ohio, I guess, and we're just kind of rolling with it. And I'm really excited because I need like a little getaway from here. Not that I don't like Ohio, but you know, sometimes you just need a little vacation. So that's what we're gonna do, and everything's just kind of been okay. But I'm here on YouTube. I'm back. I'm alive. I'm thriving. I've just been so kind of lost without YouTube, but like I mentioned, things happen, and that's just something you have to work through. Let's see what else is going on. So yeah, I'm just kind of going with life at this time. I'm just kind of rolling and my life updates, and I feel bad that I kind of left you guys just hanging around. I think I already said that like twice, but please bear with me. I'm trying to get back into YouTube. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, and I'm just ready to go. How's your guys' summer going? What are you guys doing? Any vacations you're going on? You guys? I wish I could just go to Bora Bora, but that place is so expensive. I don't have money. I am a college kid balling on a budget. It's just not a great time, but wouldn't that be nice if I could just hit the lottery and go to Bora Bora? I am also going to be listing all of my products that I am using down below. So yeah, all of these are drugstore products because, like I said, I am a college kid falling on a budget. But I'm thankful that I still have YouTube to lean back on and to have you guys back. My camera hasn't even been opened in like 3 months, and I feel really bad because it's just like I have no use for it, and now I'm like, I need to get back into YouTube. I need to start talking to you guys more and getting my grind back on and figuring out what the heck I am going to be doing. Also, let's mention back in February, me and Christian went to see Luke Combs in concert, and for those of you that don't know, Luke Combs is a country singer, and I am like a hardcore avid lover of Luke Combs, and let me tell you guys, it was the best time of my life. I still talk to Christian about it, and he's like, dude, get over it. I'm like, I can't. It was the best time ever. And you know how like people, when you hear songs on the radio, that you can tell that some of their voices have been like edited and stuff? Well, Luke Combs, I don't know if this is what it's like for all country singers because I've never really seen a lot of people in concert, but Luke Combs literally sounds the exact same as he does on the radio when he does in concert, and I'm like, yes, this is the best time ever. So it's been awesome, and we're actually going back to see him in November, and I am stoked. I just got back from hanging out with Natalie, and Natalie, if you're watching this, I miss you already. And it's been pretty exciting here. I am stoked to get myself back into YouTube and throw myself back out there because it's so exciting to be back because I really missed you guys. I miss sitting down to film, to talk to you guys, and all that good stuff. Alright guys, that is the completed look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I mentioned, I am really sorry that I just disappeared from here. I didn't really talk to you guys as much as I wanted to, and I'm just really sorry for that, but I'm back and I'm here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.